Qualcomm has several business units. Our largest business unit is our chip business unit. It's the Qualcomm CDMA Technology business unit. That business unit provides the chips and the software in most cell phones that you see today. The other business unit is our royalty business unit, where we collect royalties for our technologies that we provide for the OEMs out there. The penetration of phones and the mobility of phones have really introduced a whole bunch of new data and new attributes for us to analyze. In the early days, and go back to 1998, we were just trying to get data out of our transactional system. For example, we wanted to see what the AR aging was on our customers and analyze that. Prior to that, we were also doing stuff where we wanted to do an invoice where people can print an invoice and not have to run it through the ERP system. The overall footprint of BI has grown so much in Qualcomm in the past 10 years. We have 7 BI teams. Quickly, we moved into sales margin analysis for each business unit and understanding what the customer was bringing to the table, the customer P&L we called it. What's the profit and loss for that customer? Then taking that model and expanding it by adding budget to it, where we needed write back, and where we introduced the first Cognos finance application at Qualcomm. Then we wanted to do more driver-based budgeting, where we wanted to contribute more, have more input from all of our business areas. So for driver budgeting, we went to Cognos Enterprise Planning. And eventually, we're here where we are today. We're in TM1, where the planning is in every business unit, being done by the business groups that know that data, and being able to have multiple scenarios, sandbox scenarios for that business in order to drive the best achievable results. So now with a new technology like TM1, we are going deeper in our business models, have multiple scenarios in these business models, and able to do sandbox what if in these business models. Our most famous one is Qualcomm CDMA Technology, where we're in that business unit providing cost models down to 100 inputs and calculations in order to understand the cost of our chips and driving that cost down. And we're also very proud at Qualcomm that we file our SEC reports, our 10K and 10Q at the same time that we do our earnings call. This was achieved in 2 ways. 1, looking at our processes, and 2, enabling our business partners to have the right tools in order to do their process effectively and fast. We use BI in our engineering department. They use BI to determine if we're using the right test equipment at the right time in order to perform the best test we can with the CPU and disk space that we have. There's been 2 savings from us moving EP to TM1 in just multi-currency planning alone. So in EP, we had a multi-currency planning model that was only for one business unit. In TM1, we will have that for every business unit. So that is a major plus for us as Qualcomm. The second benefit that we got from EP to TM1 around currency was that with that business unit that was using multi-currency, it used to take 24 to 48 hours to do that calculation and reporting. Now with TM1, we do it in 2 hours. In corporate finance, we moved from EP to TM1 for our corporate planning models. Prior to TM1, in EP, we used to do it twice a day. Today, we do it every 2 hours. Our analysts are able to see those updates every 2 hours whenever they make a change in any one of those 4 models and not wait for 12 hours. Using analytics, now I am not only supporting finance, I'm supporting the business. I'm able to understand the business, support the business, and be involved in understanding how the business is doing in order to achieve success within our industry.